Hello everyone and welcome back to our new video. In this video we are gonna to draw this drawing, and it's a little bit complicated than the last ones we did in the last videos, so let's draw this together. So we go on SpaceClaim, and after choosing a sketch mode we choose the axis and click on the plan view. After that, let's start actually from one of these two circles at the top. So I'm gonna to go to sketch and choose circle. I'm gonna to start with like any place on my plan view. So let's start from there. And the small circle, it has a diameter of 2.8 millimeter. And the second one, it has a diameter of 5.6 millimeter. Next step, as you can see on the bottom, the distance from the center of these circles to the middle of our drawing is 6 millimeter actually. So in total it should has like 12 millimeter away from the other like two circles. So I will choose a construction line and start from this origin and go to the right with 12 millimeter, and this is my origin of the mirrored side like two circle. So I will throw there the 2.8 millimeter small circle and the bigger one, which is 5.6 millimeter. And after that we can go to let's retain this like construction line. We can delete it at the end. For now, let's try to draw the arc like on the top of these two circles. So I'm gonna to choose the arc starting from 3-point arc. Gonna to choose any point on this circle and go to the other circle, and let's write 12 millimeter as a radius. As you can see, if you click to this arc and come close to the other circle, it shows you like it's like tangent to this circle, and this is right actually. So we are 12 millimeter away, that's why it's like tangent on the both of the side. Now actually let's draw on the square form at the bottom line, and it should not be like right from the beginning. So let's try draw it first, and then we can move it to the right position. So I'm gonna to choose a rectangle. I define a rectangle from the center, and I'm gonna actually to draw a rectangular form. It has like a side of 3.5 like multiplied by 2, so it has like, instead of 10 actually, if we can go actually to this here to this side by clicking on tab, we click 7. After that we click actually we click tab again and jump to the other side, and it should be actually, we have like 8 millimeter distance from the bottom line to the circle center, and the outer circle diameter was 5.6, which is 2.8 millimeter as a radius, and the height of our rectangle, it should be 8 minus 2.8, so it give us a 5.2 millimeter. So the height of our rectangle should be 5.2. And now we have our square or rectangular form. So now I'm gonna to go to design, to select, and I will mark all these edges and go to move. And as you can see, it should be like 8 millimeter away from the center, but the coordinate system should be at the bottom line. So in order to do this, or to move the coordinate system, I go to this anchor function here, I click on it, and after that I click on this bottom edge. Now we are locating at this location, so I'm gonna choose this direction and choose the ruler and go up until actually under actually this center, and we write 8 millimeter. As you can see, now we are 8 millimeter, and I can click on this direction and click on up to, it should be on the middle actually. So I go to construction line. As you can see, I click on this triangular form. So we moved exactly to the middle position between these two circles. So right now it's positioned right as it should be. And as you can know, we have to complete the construction of this line from there to the circle. So I'm gonna go to sketch and choose line. Let's draw this line from there to there. The same from the other side. Let's close it. And now we already have like a rounded corner here on the top and also on the downside. But let's first like delete this line. We go to trim. I choose trim. And after that, I go to rounded corner. I will start from there to there, and it should be a radius of 2. So I click 2. Also there, the same, it should has a 2 millimeter. The bottom one, they have a radius of 1 millimeter. So 1. And there we should have like 1. So we are like safe right now. So the last things we have to draw the rectangular form here in the middle. So I'm gonna go to rectangle again and define it as a rectangle from the center. And in order to do this, as you can see here, you can go with your mouse and the triangular form, you can go up a little bit actually to, or let's do it like more practical. So let's draw it like again, like outside. So it should has like a width of 3 millimeter and height of 7 millimeter in total. So I will click 7 in height. After that, actually you click tab and we choose 3 millimeter as a width, then enter. We can finish it right here like with the rounded corner. So I go back to rounded corner and the corner should be with a radius of 1 millimeter. So I click whatever on this corner and here and 1. And I do the same on all the other corner with 1 millimeter as a radius. Now we are like finished this form. All what we have to do now is to position it on the right position as it's mentioned on the drawing. So I go back to design, I choose select, I select all my triangle and then move. And as you can see again, actually I'm gonna to move my coordinate system down here. So I go back to anchor, I choose the bottom edge there, and I move it like manually above, like above this line. After that, I click on this direction again and click on ruler and click on this edge, and from there it should be 2 millimeter away. So we click 2, now we are 2 millimeter, and what we have to do now to position it on the middle. So I click on this direction up to and go and search this triangle, or you can go to the construction line and this triangle and click on it. So now we are exactly as it's mentioned on the drawing. We did position it on the middle, and now we have this construction line. You can like use a trim function from the sketch to delete it, or simply you can click on it and delete from your keyboard. Click on the delete button and it will be deleted. So we did finish like our draw for today, and now let's do the last step, which is like putting the dimension on this drawing. I go to detail and I will like make smaller the dimensions like size to 2.5 and go to dimension and choose dimension. So the outer arc here has a radius of 12. This circle has a 5.6. That's 2.8. The width from there to there is 3 millimeter. And now from the middle to this, or you can like put it like simply as it should be. Actually, you can oops, sorry, let's click into again. So I can go back and click on this edge. So this edge, it should be like 7 millimeter, which is like 3.5 from the middle. These small circles, they are like 1 millimeter. These are 2 millimeter. These 1. And you can see that from there to there, you have like 8 millimeter. We click on this edge, so the center of our circle, so we get like this 8 millimeter. And finally, the distance from there to this edge is 2 millimeter. And these all the dimensions required actually to draw this drawing. So we are finished for today. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next part of the series, and feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or topics you would like me to cover. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.